Hello! Today we are going to work on a still life, very simple shape, nothing too realistic, but try to capture the value changes. Make a volume by value change. So here's a simple shape, apple, circular shape, the cylinder shape is the cup, and then the cloth, some wrinkles. It's just to get some more interesting background instead of just a plain background. We're gonna just look for the dark and light, and there's a light source right here. Light hits and shadow, light, shadow, light, and then have highlight. And within that red, it's got bright red and then dark red, orange. Here's more yellow, brighter orange. Here's a little more redder, purpler side, which is shadow. And there's a blue. It's nice contrast with that red and orange. But first, we gotta work on that only one hue. I'm gonna use Ultramarine blue. Any type of dark color like purple, green, Payne's gray, brown, and I'm using 7.5 by 11. And we'll do wet on wet technique and have some details with wet on dry. Okay, first have simple sketch. Don't be shy. You can make it large. You can go this way. You can go this way. The cup up here. The oval shape, and then the bottom it's like a cylinder, so have the middle axis and then have bottom oval here, and then connect. Simple cylinder, and there is a orange right here for the stem part right here. Apple is right here. Overlapping with the orange. The orange comes over the apple, and then stem for the apple comes from in here out. Okay, use a 12 round brush. First I want to wet the surface. Have some light blue, kind of everywhere, just to enjoy making little pale color all over the place. Then get darker color. You want to see the dark areas, like where the shadow is. So there's some shadow here, here, comes out. Be free of deciding, because this is just wet on wet and the color blurs, so you can't control where you want to stop. Just gonna go, but just let it go, because we're not aiming for realism but trying to see the value. And to see the value, you can squint at this still life, and you can see where the dark and then light. So kind of keep working on the darker part, because you don't want to lose the white. You can always blend out to have darken that value of that light area, but if you work on it first, you can't bring back the brightest light. So you want to keep the light as long as you can, and then work on the darks. And then background cloth is already quite abstract anyway, so just be free of making darks. Don't have to be realistic, but just to try not to lose the light, and then focus on the dark. Have your paper towel handy so you can try to change the amount of moisture to have like a graded wash. Casting shadow from apple and then blurring the edges by moving it with a clean brush, finding that shape. And right here is a stem coming out. Stem comes out from middle. Dry brush texture, highlight on the top of the stem. Some textures. Lighter color. Taking the color off. Shadow follows here. Shadows. And right here is blur. Clean it up with a clean brush and then dry it just to straighten out. Cast shadow, and shadow there. Define the lip by, here's a darker gloss area, other darker gloss area. Inside part, you can define the lip, inside part, defining the lip, and then outside part, you can darken it a little bit to define the lip, and right here we have dark background, there's dark shadow on the background, so just have that there, and define this edge by darkening that cup because it's in shadow, and then just darkening the lip, shadow. Okay, it's almost similar value, but have a little dark inside of that, and have some textures. Dry brush for apple is darker, definitely darker than the orange right here to define a section of the orange. This is the darkest for the apple right here. Darker down there, so darken this area. The highlight is right here, so I'm going to take that color off, freeze the brush so you can soak the color out, get some highlight in. Highlight here too. Right here, I just need to continue the shape by taking the color off because that orange is lighter than the apple. So cleaning up, editing the shape by lifting the color. And an apple right here. What's darker? I think the background might be darker. So have darker background color and then connect it with the other shadow color. Maybe it needs to be darker to have more contrast. So that's defined right here. You want to clean it up, clean up the shape, just to have background darker, blend it. And right here is light and dark. Right here, the darkest area is on the lip, and right here is other darkest area is inside a cup. That defines the lip. That's good. And to define this lip is to have inside value. Define the lip, and to shape this little rounder, I'll take that color off with a clean brush and then have that line clean up. And darken one side so the light comes out. Alright, I think that's good. Don't feel you need to make it realistic, just to have impression of that still life and textures and values, whatever you see. If it looked a little 3D, that is very successful. So don't feel like you had to make them super realistic. Okay. All done. And you can sign it. If you don't want to do 3 shapes, just do 1 shape. Circular, cylinder, cone shape, something basic. So, and then just look for value. Alright. Begin with very loose touch. Don't feel like you have to depict the shape right away, just to see the values. Right? Enjoy.